Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's so good to see you. Welcome in, Pixelated. Welcome in, Karza. So good to see both of you. Everyone else that's hanging out in the shadows, welcome in. It's wonderful to have you all here. For whatever time we get to have today, I really wanted to make the time to showcase Torso Tennis here today and give it some evaluation. This is a community member, Too Much Tomatoes game. He's a wonderful streamer on Twitch. He's, showed all of his progress on this over on Twitch. So if you haven't followed him over on Twitch and YouTube, definitely go follow Too Much Tomato. He was one of the first streamers that I started following when I first started getting into game dev. And he's just super kind, super generous, always there for him, for his community, and always being an incredible example of consistent, powerful work. So, hey, welcome back, Pixelated. There's Cubus. Good to see you. So, very excited to be talking about Torso Tennis today by someone that I've been very lucky to associate with, and just seems like an all-around great individual. So, let's go ahead and dive in to Torso Tennis here. Of course, as always, we're going to start with talking about the main menu screen. This is the opening piece of our game. It is the thing that is going to set expectations. It is going to anchor the user into the experience. It is incredibly important. So, let's talk about what we have here. Music is unique. It's very unique. In fact, you could probably say that about every single part of Torso Tennis. This is one of those, like, do a quick game jam and then fall in love with the idea and push it all the way through to completion sort of ideas. So it's full to the brim of all sorts of wackiness. As well, I want to highlight that even though I've been following Too Much Tomato for a very long time, I have not actually played Torso Tennis. This is going to be the first time I've gotten my hands on it. I've seen a lot of clips of it, but I've never actually been hands-on, so I'm very excited about that. So right up front, we've got big, strong representation of the logo, throwing you right into this is the experience. The kind of 4 or 5 frame animation here, once again, combined with the clay and, flattening, I guess, of the gradients and everything here. There's a better term for that, and my brain can't remember it right now. Team C is live right now? Oh, very cool, very cool. Didn't get to experience non-nerfed pet build, it's true. So all of those things are communicating, hey, this is going to be a interesting, wacky game. It's not going to be smooth. It's going to be kind of clunky, but in a deliberate way. It's definitely selling an aesthetic. And on top of that, you have all of these pictures falling down and bouncing off of the logo, Plinko style, very cute. Once again, just selling this image of wild, childlike chaos, right? I think it's selling it really well. Now, right after this, the thing that my eye goes to, also we have the paper in the background. Once again, this is like what you would do in school. This is not to be taken seriously. It's meant to be kind of relished in with a sense of just simple joy. The font makes me think of Hylix. I can totally see that, yeah. Yeah, good to see you as well, Mothman. Welcome in. But where my eye goes after this is this sparkling thing in this big button down here. So if we click on this, what's going to happen? It opens up a browser to his website where you can sign up for a newsletter, which is cool, like for sure. I don't know that I would give that quite so much prominence on the page, but, not a bad idea to build your email newsletter, right? We talk a lot about how indie devs need to get ahead of their marketing and not just kind of release a game and not just hope that things work out, hope that it gets covered by people, hope that people find it, but to take charge of that, start building relationships with creators beforehand. And this is another great way to take charge of your marketing and to centralize that on yourself, is to build an email list, to build a Discord, to build all these things that create that community that will persist with you across multiple projects and increase the likelihood of future project success. Okay. once again, don't know that I would necessarily want it this highlighted because it's definitely overshadowing this area over for me, which is the actual game. And I guess you can get this on itch, so maybe that's why the Steam link is there, and there's a Discord. Love it. So let's go ahead and jump into... I can't believe I was not a part of Too Much Tomatoes Discord. What the crap? That's gotta be new. Great. Let's go ahead and talk about these. We got some mouse over sound effects. Nice and subtle. Excuse me. I'm done marketing for Godot Fest right now. Or doing marketing for Godot Fest. Ooh, fine. That's exciting. Love to hear what you're all getting up to. This new run button, it is a nice contrast on the yellow, but also feels not very exciting. Continue feels like death right now. Not just disabled, but like, this is the bad choice. And then options is a little bit weird. We got, we won't dive too much into these. They function, they work. I was able to get to my windowed mode, thank heavens. Oh, and this is a dirty cutting mat. Cute. Okay. I might actually hide this when the menu is open because I was starting to think like, oh shoot, how do I almost clicked quit when I meant to click return. And then a feedback form in here is interesting. Once again, really good idea to just build that connection with your consumer base. They're not all going to join your Discord. They're not all going to watch YouTube or whatever. So getting feedback from the other 80% of people in your community is not a bad idea. Don't know that I would put it in the options, but there you go. Oh, you can still do new run. Yeah, I would definitely make this its own screen and like hide new run, continue, and all this stuff. But that is just me. Let's go ahead and get started. Ooh, nice transition there. Very cute. Once again, childlike wonder. This is school time fun. Okay. Turns out posting regularly is like the main thing you need to do. Yeah, 100% for marketing. Consistency over time makes a really, really big difference. All right, so we can do WASD or arrow keys. Just coming off of the screen, I'm seeing giant, I don't know, tortilla chips? Sopes? Something? I don't know, floating around in the background. Nice color palettes. The blue and the purple, very clear which side is which. We got that chain going down the middle, which is quite an interesting visual motif. And all the little, look at all these little subtle animations. All these like sort of 3 to 5 frame loops. This is a really good way to sneak movement into your game and make it feel 10 times more professional. You don't have to do full animations. You don't have to do full insane hand-drawn artwork. If that's not your strength, find a theme that will lend itself to doing something like this is a really great approach. You can see he's not changing a whole lot on each of these. He's maybe just like going around with an eraser tool and just kind of modifying paths and erasing things just a little bit here and there just to give it a little bit of that visual momentum. You can see how big of a difference that makes. If you imagine nothing moving on this screen at all, it would feel awful. But all of these subtle animations, and that's the key with doing as much as this, they have to be kind of subtle, then you start to build up that sense of this is a world. This is something that is moving and being powerful. So great. Love it. Okay, let's go ahead and start actually playing here. I'm assuming that on the left here is my health and on the right is the opponent's health. See though? Click or spacebar. I'll do spacebar. Oh, okay, interesting. I just saw the green circle down there. Serves target your cross-court location. So okay, so it's mirrored from your position. Interesting. Okay, cool. The circle for the serving is interesting. It feels like those little dots might be representing kind of bullets in the chamber, so to speak, like how many serves you have before they maybe need to recharge. But they also feel a little bit too close to the circle. Once we move past this thing, we'll be able to see it. But it almost feels like they're touching the circle throbber thing instead of giving a little bit of breathing room there. Cool. Yeah, you can see like that second one in particular. No, they're actually overlapping a little bit, but it almost feels like they're not overlapping enough. I would move those in a little bit more or out a little bit, just so it's very clear that, yes, this is in or it's out. Serve there. Okay, so we'd want to go right here. Cool. And I like that little targeting reticle. Very smooth. You can see it's not as soon as you move, it moves, right? I move the player, and then there's a bit of a delay until it moves. So I get to see my character move, and then my eyes can flick over to the aiming reticle, so I can kind of confirm my position and then double check where I'm aiming. That's actually super smooth. That shows some really good understanding of how people are really interacting with your product. If it moved at the same time as you, it would probably be a little bit harder to track. So that delay, I think, is actually, that adds not only a lot of personality and feel to the game, but also a lot of usability. That's a big, big win in a very small detail. Cool. Okay, right. Mirrored. Reloading balls to serve. Sure. Okay. Interesting. So what's the... So is the big green hollow circle a cooldown timer? Not a reload timer? While returning, add spin. Oh, okay. Interesting. Serve here to make a stack. Okay. And I like, okay, so I like here as well that they allowed me to serve, to put the spin where I wanted to, and then they just determined where the ball landed and put the next tutorial message there. Instead of forcing me to go in a certain direction, that let me explore the mechanic a little bit more. Once again, a tiny, small detail, but that really makes it feel a lot more smooth, a lot more powerful, and trusting the player. All right, so I've got a stack. Nice stack. Cool, so we did 2 damage with that. So you stack the balls. Oh, get ready. Okay. Go! Or as Junior Dev says, go! Up. Okay, I'm not getting a hold of the spin quite yet. It's definitely a little more awkward than I'm expecting. I almost want like a on the squares, like a ASD sort of situation, ghost to show like, hey, this is where you go. Hey, Prodigal, good to see you. Welcome in, friend. Yeah, we are checking out Torso Tennis. So you defeated Torso Nets. Hooray. Those googly eyes. Okay. Find pliers to yoink limbs. Okay. I'm assuming maybe that's like a tutorial thing. Like maybe that'll unlock as I progress. Earn $3. Dollar bills. Now, normally this looks very different. Like there's no texturing on this, right? So it looks different from everything else. I wouldn't mind some texture on there, but also because of how hard he has sold this world of this is a childlike school time, pastime, imagination wonderland, that you can get away with stuff like this, of being incongruent, because it's set up a world of incongruency to a certain extent. How do you tennis the torso? We're working on figuring that out. So we get to now draft our limbs. Once again, we've got a little bit of a visual tangent here. I'd want this money a little bit further in, a little bit further out, just to give this dice its room. One danger with this particular art style is it can feel very overwhelming. And I do think this screen is a little bit busy in the textures. In fact, I might recommend removing some of the textures, like on these banners or something, to tie back into the dollar bills art, right? That flat textures, but then also just kind of simplify it a little bit and give us a little bit more visual clarity. This works, but it's a little bit odd. Also, it looks like these aren't quite dispersed evenly, right? Like this item is closer to this item. 1 is closer to 2. Snake is closer to Nanners than Nanners is to Blades. And you can see that especially with the banners, that the banners for Snake are touching Nanners, but there's a couple of pixels of space between Nanners and Blades. So it's kind of interesting. Font looks a bit generic. I think I can kind of get what you're saying. We've got a couple of different fonts, first off, right? And that is another thing that is kind of contributing to a bit of the visual noise, is we have a couple different fonts and a lot of different font treatments for one of them. So we've got this sans serif, very circular font, which works, in my opinion, perfectly for the feel of the game, right? This childlike sort of thing we've talked about a whole bunch. But then there's also this sort of almost graffiti, street tough, rougher font over here. So we have re-roll with the 2 R's capitalized. We've got sell in all caps. And then we have our sans serif titles, banner. We've got the ability text, which is a different style, a couple of different colors. We've got very tiny text down here, and then we're also switching over to our tougher sort of street graphical font. So there's a lot of different font styles here that could have been simplified a little bit to increase that sense of visual clarity. Like, I don't know that we need these different fonts over here. I don't know that we need this mix and mash and all the different sizes that we have. If I had more time, we could maybe play around with that a little bit and see, like, can we standardize the amount of typographic treatments here to make it feel a little bit more simple visually. Now, as it stands, it's usable. It's just kind of a lot visually when you come to the screen that has the potential to kind of overwhelm people a little bit. Once again, it's probably not going to be a make or break for anything, but it's just one of those tiny little things that adds up over time to create the experience. As we talked about, like with the cursor delay and everything, right? Yeah. Okay. So we've got a whole bunch of information now that I need to digest as a player. We've got, I'm guessing these are like suits. Oh, I love that we can mouse over that and get a tooltip here. Gather different critter type limbs to improve their stats. Okay, sure. Is that not the case with everything? Critters serve with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 speed. I don't totally know what that means. I was kind of hoping this was going to be a description of like, this is what the critter type tends to do. It's about, I think because I've watched a couple of clips, critters are summon critters to help you manage the chaos, right? And then critters serve with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 speed. To improve their stats. Oh, so there's like scaling with each of these that is different. Okay, gather different mighty type limbs to increase return speed. So I think that gather different X type limbs to increase, I'm assuming that's going to be the same. Yeah, it's the same for everything. So whenever you have a lot of repeated information, it's a good opportunity to think, how can we condense all that, right? So you could have like a scaling section in this banner that says that's just a standard part of it across all of these tooltips that says return speed, that says critter stats, that says trash stun duration or opponent limb removal duration, right? And that would free up that top space to then give that general description of this is what this category is kind of for. So you want to have more limbs with the same type. It looks like, yeah, this is a set collection mechanic for sure. So we have return speed and critter. That seems like a good combo because critters kind of flood your board and then they return things for you. Different snack type limbs to increase trash stun duration. I don't know what trash stun is. 20% chance to throw trash. Oh, I can mouse over it. Love it. Moving on to a tile with trash will stun a player. Cool. Okay. So snacks will make the trash stun longer. Trash stun is when they step on trash. Okay. Great. Excuse me. Mighty, increase return speed. Okay. Then we have hustle, increase your movement speed. I am feeling kind of sluggish. And then removing the ability to debuff. What's a bonus serve? Perform a serve ignoring reload state and without pulling from current clip. Oh, that's cool. When you take steps, it's not even like on a cooldown on a timer or something. Okay, that's interesting. Speed, how quickly you can move to, and then on top of these, so these are the set collection bonuses, and then there's just raw stats also on top of it. So these are actually quite complex pieces of equipment here. Okay. Blades seem powerful. They do seem powerful. I normally go for pet builds, but I feel like kind of swapping it up here. Can I put this in? Can I have rollerblade heads? Great. I'm exactly who I wanted to be. I wonder if they'll ever be like, we'll get bonuses if they're on the leg positions. Like leg slots get an additional +1 speed. That would be kind of interesting. Hey, Incredible. Good to see you, friend. Welcome in. Okay, so we're going to do this. Yeah, the return serving trash stuns players. Oh no! I like that we get to see the other person's reticle as well, so I don't have to like try and pay too much attention to where they are when I'm trying to send stuff back. But I do need to look at them when I am trying to serve. So there's a lot of interesting stuff in play here. I'm also wondering if we're going to get healed. Are we going to get heals at the end of each fight? Do we reset our health, or does that stay persistent? Okay, so we get our money. We get another draft. Another snake. Well, that would have been nice to have double snake, I guess. We have stars. So is this, do we combine pieces of equipment to make, like if I get 2 snakes, does that become a 2-star snake? Can I separate them and only have 2 1-stars? Okay. Questions I have that I'm not getting answers for quite yet, but I would discover as I keep playing. Dino, increase your shell duration. What do shells do? Shields. They protect a tile automatically returning a single ball stack. That sounds cool. And then snacks. Okay, and then we have mighty and gains. Gather different gains to increase interest earned after matches. Interest? No, I hate interest. I hate interest with a burning passion. No interest. Boo interest. Also gets a bonus serve. Oh, you're right. It does also get a bonus serve. Oh, but I hate interest. I'll just ignore the interest because I really hate interest mechanics. I understand that it's like a push your luck sort of thing, but really all it ever feels like to me, and I know I'm kind of in the minority on this, all the interest mechanics do for me is prevent me from having fun. It's like you don't get to interact with the mechanics. You have to pay your dues. Also, what are preview tattoos? Shop closed. Okay. So are these like boss relics? Kind of? All right, let's go. You get 2, you have $2. It's true, but I kind of want to conserve it a little bit. And we're at 7 health instead of 5. So we do heal up. Okay. And I'm realizing like I'm not serving at all. I'm so focused on returning. There we go. All right, GG. I don't know if my multi-serves are triggering yet. Oh, it's Saturday, tattoo time. Okay. On reload, trigger limb abilities in arm slots. Okay, so we are getting some like slot definition here. This might be a good idea. I need to actually be serving a whole lot more. An extra reroll. Chance for shop rolls to match one of the traits from your head. Oh, okay, so this is what I was looking for. Is like, do the slots matter? Great. Let's go bicep curls. Trigger limb abilities and arm slots. Because like, that just seems like it's gonna go crazy with bonus serving. You unlocked pliers. Yoink limbs from your opponents after a win. So is this like every time I start a run at the end of week 1, I will get the pliers? And it looks like we have 8 weeks. We talk about this a lot as well. Like, give me some indication of how far along I am in your run, please. I want to know kind of, give me some wayfinding to tell me how much have I progressed through, how much time do I have left. This is fantastic. I don't know what this means. Survive week 1 to unlock. Okay, challenge. Okay. So did I like win the run? No, I just picked like the tattoo. Okay. I'm a little confused about that. And we have week 2 out of 8. Okay. 40% bonus serve. Yeah. Okay. No extra critters. Taking damage. 5% chance to earn $1. That's not a lot, but it does give us a gains. $1 for every $6 in the bank. Gather different cheese to increase. Oh, to get healing. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm actually going to re-roll this, though. We do have a mighty. We do have gains. Throw trash on taking steps and spawning a shell, but that'll give us more power. Power is time the ball spent in the bounce state. Is the bounce state how long it takes to score, essentially? This game, it looks fun. It is really fun. I'm honestly having a good time. I can see that there's a lot of build potential, which you kind of wouldn't expect, and I'm curious to dive into that a whole lot more. Sure, and shorter reload time sounds good. That'll combo with our tattoo that we have here. I wish I could... Okay, there's the tattoo. I wish I could mouse over it. Maybe it gets a little cluttered later on in the run, but... Reload trigger limb abilities in arm slots. So that would just get us a shell. And okay, all right, sounds good. We're kind of doing this sort of brawler sort of mentality, which is interesting. Where... Ooh, that was close. Shells, defend a space. Did I break my own shell? I can break my own shells. Okay, so they're almost landmines on my side as well. I would like, if my abilities are triggering, I'd like some sort of little notice, some sort of like maybe the limb flashes or get a little sound effect or something to let me know, yeah, you're getting multi-serve, because frankly, I do not have the ability yet, at least, to pay attention to, oh, did I get a 2 or a 3 on my serve? 40% chance of bonus serve. Serve on item. I don't know what that means, but it sounds exactly like what we're looking for. So it's a 2-star mustards. Okay, what is serve on item? Triggers when you serve a ball on a critter, shell, trash. Okay, so that's, excuse me, that's all of a sudden starting to combo with Scratcher, right? Is there any way I can lock this? I would like this, because all of a sudden we're getting crazy synergy between things. I don't see a way to lock. I could sell. Would it sell for $2? Because if so, it might be worth it to get the Scratcher there. If you replace an arm, you can get 80%. I mean, for science, right? Okay, so that did give us 2 money. I wouldn't mind on hover, like, once you hover over this, give a little, like, +2 interstitial state, either up in the dollars or by your cursor or something, say, hey, you'll gain $2 for this. It's a minor thing, but it's like, oh, you have to get 2 of them? Oh, no! My hubris! Ugh, brutal. Okay. Oh, okay, shoot. Yep. Serve, 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 serve. Ouch. Serve again. Okay, we're on reload. That's good. Yeah, I think we're getting this. Critters serve balls. Okay. Stack that up. Oh, but then that resets the cooldown. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, do I want any of your limbs? Critters. Oh, more mustard. And then the chomper. Oh, I want both. Whoa, look at the stats on the chomper. Holy cow. Yeah, let's take the chomper. Holy cow. Okay, so that gives us 2 dino, 2 mighty, 2 lucky. Great. Now the problem is we're not taking any money. We are poor. But look at all these stats that we're getting. +4 return. Everyone falls for you need to. Yeah. That was a rough moment. Garzest for sure. Okay, cool little boss intro there. I didn't get quite enough time to read it, but it was still rad. Okay, grab the 3. Okay. I mean, you're serving a lot, but we return crazy fast. So I'm not terribly concerned at this point. We've already knocked out 13 of his health. Okay, I'm kind of starting to be able to look at the entire board and go for it. Holy crap. Wow. And you only get $3, so you definitely want to yoink a limb on bosses. That seems, honestly, like maybe the money should be buffed up. The 10, yeah. Bonus serves. Launch an additional ball plus 10 reload? Holy crap. I want all of these. Can I take every single one? We gotta take that head, dude. Like that's so busted. We got it. We got it. Oh no, they cost money! No, I didn't know they cost money! Oh no! Whoa, brutal. Oh, that sucks hard. I'm just now seeing this whole tooltip over here. Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, so like some more clear, like while I'm dragging it over, have a big flashing like -$6 would be very helpful for that. You can sell. I could sell, but I like they cost like $14. I was gonna have to like kill my entire thing since these sold for like $2. Ah, that was brutal. 25% chance to gather adjacent balls during a return. That sounds good. Yeah, let's get the gathering. Okay, that was week 2. We unlocked the pocket. Hold your extra limbs. Okay. We need to win with these. I'm guessing that means win week 8 with these, not like win an individual round with these. Okay. Tennis racket. There's roller skates. I think serving faster would be in our more direct interests. Serve, dodge, dive, duck, dip, dodge, and dive, and dodge. Oh gosh. All right, there we go. You have mustard. That's definitely one I'd like. So that's free. Okay. So then if we bring it over here, once again, I would have loved an interstitial state there to say, hey, yeah, this is going to give you 1 star. Because I know it did it when I bought it from the store, but it didn't do it on the yoink, and that would be nice to have. All right. We're poor. Let's move on. I hate that I detonate my own shells when I step on them. There's a multi-serve, a 4, nice. Love it. I love that we heal after each fight as well. That's very nice. Okay, let's take the money, finally. Have some money. Stomper, give us another dino. Shell duration. I mean, bonus serve. I don't know. I think we just keep what we have for now. And try and get some more money, get some interest going. Gym coach, hit the weak spots. Watch out for my something. I couldn't read it. It was too fast. Rips, auto score. Like, against me? Or... No, so we really want to hit the auto scores then. Okay. If my brain can, like, think quickly enough for that. Alright, didn't matter. Have 1 rip on your court. That sounds bad. Why would we want that? Okay, so I can click on it to kind of like lock it in so I can hover over it. That's nice. Increase the duration of rips. Weak spots on the enemy's court. Okay. Have 1 rip on your court. Automatically scored closing the rip. Rips clear tiles of obstacles once more. Okay. I guess I don't understand that. It seems bad. Yoink that limb. Drums, good to see ya. Welcome in. We could get another gathering. Extra health for every yoink. Let's get extra gathering. So we got double gathering, so 50% chance to just like pick up all nearby balls and throw them around. Very scary limb set. Spawns rips on your opponent's court. We unlocked spooky limbs. Cool. Get another racket. But money. Is that worth it? Cannot be force triggered. Oh, okay. So we wouldn't want that on our arms, for example, for our bicep curls. Okay. Let's pick that up. I think we're still gonna accrue interest, possibly. I'm kind of starting to get in the flow a little bit of what the rhythm is for the game. You know, when can you and when can't you kind of take actions? Boy, things have a lot of health nowadays. Okay. Statflation comes to all of us. Oh, I missed the 3. Oh, brutal. Come on, get some more multi-serves, please. This is not going well. Okay. Woo! If you didn't notice, the gathering saved me there. This ball that was here was about to trigger, but when I moved here, it returned both of them. That was super important. Okay, we have a 3-star stomper. Oh, it's $8. Jeez. Or we can get the double scratchers. Let's get the double scratchers. I hope that stacks everything I've bought there, so it should be a 3-star now, right? Almost. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Get 2-star racket. So now we're at that. It doesn't increase our like suit bonuses though, so that's interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump into this next guy. That's a 14 stack. Horrifying. Great. Get the 16. Yeah! Big hits. That was great. Oh, we could take a scratcher for free, I think, here, right? Yeah. And then that gets our triple. Sweet. We're dirt poor, so we just move forward. Spewer. Is that a gun dinosaur? What's going on there? Wow, look at all these. Whoa, okay. Horrifying. This little tennis roguelike has got some big teeth here. Oh, darn it. Load up, load up. No! Shoot. Wow. Select a limb to bring into your next run. Enemy difficulty will increase accordingly. Oh, interesting. Wait, we can just take... Wait, so... I just pick any limb? Okay. Cool. That's neat. Probably a bad one to take at the start, but it is a massive stat stick. Okay, interesting. That was really, really cool. Yeah, loved that. And I'm glad that there's some amount of bite. I was honestly a little concerned that it would be a bit too simple and too easy to just kind of stomp your way through. Not that I'm the sort of person that like really advocates for insanely brutal difficulty. I don't, but I do want a certain amount of bite. So that's great. All right. Let's keep moving. So I can see how, like, move speed builds would be super powerful here, right? Because you're now able to just... You're able to kind of split them, right? You throw a bunch of serves up here, and then you run down real quick and do a bunch of serves, and they're slowly plodding along. Oh, God, double bionic arms. It would be great to be able to preview how much that's going to cost me. But we'll go ahead and move forward. We're looking for bonus serves, so yeah, definitely some mustard. We'll go from there. And it's kind of breaking my brain how return serves do not follow the same rule as normal serves. Normal serves are mirrored. Return serves are not mirrored. They're just on the opposing same relative position, not then also flipped. So a little interesting there. Do we want Scratcher? Not yet. We don't really have any synergy with shells right now. I don't think. Can I preview my character here? I need to remember what mustard did. Bonus serve, not based on shell. Okay, so then we'll just move forward here. Leg day. On reload, trigger limit abilities in leg slots. Oh. Yeah, sure, it's the opposite of the bicep curl that we had earlier. Sure. Twice a week, I spend my time taking photos of chicken legs. Raw chicken. I just like the way they look. Now, where did I put my meds? Okay, no bonus serves there. So we got 2 mustards, which means we have double... 2 20% chances to multi-serve, which might be better than a 40%. Oh, well, actually, hold on. So we do that, and then we do that, and then we actually get our 40%. Okay, all right, great. Let's go ahead and keep going here. Oh, get the 3. Okay. Ooh. Oh gosh, I had a bout of indecision. Oh, and it's gonna cost me. Okay, everything's fine. Ah! Gosh. Wow. Brutal. Jiminy Christmas. Whew. This is tough. This is a tough game. I did not make it far. I think that's unfortunately all I'm going to have time for today. But this was a huge blast. Definitely go pick up Torso Tennis. I'm going to be playing this a whole lot more. I think it's going to go amazingly on the Steam Deck. Go give it a check and pick it up. It's on sale now, 10% off. It's only $4.50. That's less than like a candy bar, depending on where you live. What a great piece of work. I'm having a blast. So definitely go check it out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in the middle of the day. Appreciate you, everyone. We'll catch you next time. Thanks, Pixelated. Thanks, Drums. Thanks, Carzass. Thanks, Incrediball. Thanks, Cubus. Excuse me. Thanks, everyone. It has been so great to see you all. Take care.